On today's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Bill tries to get Katie to agree to another round of his garbage.
Please believe me when I tell you that I want our life back. Let me come home.
Paris warns Zoe to stop and think about her thirst levels.
Zoe, I care about you. You're my sister. And if I feel like you're going down a wrong path...
The wrong path? You're the one going down a wrong path.
And Ridge is taking his best man duties very seriously.
I owe it to him to make sure that Zoe is as committed to him as he is to her.
Hey Soapmates, it's Wednesday, January 27th, 2021, and it is time for another Bold and Beautiful episode recap. I'm your host, Keisha Chantal, aka Katie's Tears, and when I'm ready to spill, I can't be stopped. We begin our day at the top of Spencer Publications with Dollar Bill and his long-suffering on-again, off-again wife, Katie. Katie has been enjoying some much-needed peace and restoration since kicking Bill to the curb last year for kissing her sister Brooke. Bill hates to see Katie looking so fresh and unbothered, so he decides to put a stop to it by begging her, once again, to take his cheating ass back. Let's see if Katie is ready for more of his empty promises.
But Katie, this time apart, it's given me clarity. I know what's really important to me in my life. I love you so much.
Like most women free from the bondages of trash men, Katie is positively glowing during her impromptu visit at Bill's office, something he definitely takes note of. You know how it goes, ladies. They always want you when they can't have you. Am I right? Katie can see where this is going, and she wants no part of it. So she tries to make a run for the door, but Bill stops her and tells her that he's been wanting to ruin her day for a long time with his apology tour, and now is the perfect time to start.
Right? Pleading is not in my nature. I mean, if this was business, I would have moved on. All right, next venture. For some reason, with you, I just can't do that. I can't.
I guess Bill is trying to convince Katie that begging and pleading is acting out of character, but this is a load of bull. The thrill of the chase is the reason why Bill tells Katie, bottom line, he's not going anywhere. He's going to keep asking and asking until she gives him the opportunity to put their family back together. But sir, I believe what you're describing is harassment. Katie lets Bill know that if it were up to her, their family would be intact, but it's not, is it? Bill is the one that made this weather, and now he's standing outside complaining that it's raining.
You have to prove to me that you are worthy of my love and my trust. I have to be absolutely 100% certain that I am the love of your life.
You are.
The only way for Katie to know if she is the love of Bill's life without question is to give him a little test. I think that she should lock him up in Brooke's bedroom for about a week, give him nothing but bread and water, and have Brooke come out with that custom-made lingerie that she had. You know the one I'm talking about, right? With all the dollar bills on it. And just have her walk around and tempt Bill over and over and over again and see if he can withstand the pressure. I'm thinking not.
I don't have to justify myself to you, Paris.
There's nothing to justify, Zoe. You're playing Carter and Zende. I thought you changed, but this is inexcusable. It's tacky, and more than anything, it's disrespectful to Carter and to me.
What is Zoe thinking is a great primer for this important discussion. And I really hope that Paris gets to the bottom of it, because this extreme thirst is embarrassing to watch. But let's stick a pin for now, because over at the main design office, Ridge just called Zende in to ask him whether or not he's been sniffing around Carter's woman.
What's up?
Probably nothing, you tell me.
Can you help me out a little? You said it's not about her work on Hope for the Future.
No, it's not about her work. It's about her engagement to my friend, Carter.
I tell you, if there's anyone who can spot a cheater, it's Ridge Forrester. Let's talk about those expert levels of douchebaggery, okay? You couldn't find a better man for the post, in my opinion.
Okay, I've given this a lot of thought.
And it's only fair to Carter that I see where I stand with Zende before we get married. That way I can just go into this marriage, no questions asked, fully committed.
No lies told on this. As a matter of fact, thinking about Zende and what it would be like to ride underneath him is all that's been on Zoe's mind, okay? But her trying to justify this by explaining that what she's doing is fair is a load of malarkey, and no one is buying it, least of all Paris.
Paris, what would I get from playing either of them? Nothing. Okay, but what you really need to get is you won't be saying or doing anything. Do you understand me?
Ha! What would you gain? Oh, I don't know. Right off the top of my head, I can think of maybe you realizing your lifelong dream to become a Forrester, or worst case scenario, you end up with a gorgeous, successful man that worships the ground you walk on. Tough life, kiddo.
I'm not the one threatening to ruin all of this for you. That's all you, not me. I'm just looking out for you, Zoe, all right? I've seen you do this before. I know it may be exciting to have two guys on the hook, but it's gonna blow up in your face.
It's totally unbelievable to me that Paris hasn't brought up their mama yet. Every sibling can tell you that if they disagree, at some point, someone's gonna bring up mama and say, keep acting up, and I'm gonna tell mama about your nasty ass. Try me. Where are all my siblings at? Drop me a line in the comments and let me know if you threaten to bring your mama into the conversation when you're having a fight between you and your brothers and your sisters. Everybody knows once you bring mama into the conversation, it's a wrap. Then Zoe calls Zende and finds out that he's going home to take a little moment to relax and chill. And I don't have to tell you what happens next, but I will, because that's why you're here.
Zoe?
Hey. Yeah, when you told me that you were going to be in this big house all by yourself, I kind of figured it was more of an invitation. So I'm here to keep you company.
Ooh, Lord of mercy. This is some wild shit. Look at Zoe burning out over Zende after he specifically told her to stop trying so hard. She's just walking in through the unlocked doors, acting like she owns the place, like she's already a Forrester. I know girlfriend has already fantasized about having her own portrait above that fireplace one day. Child, a mess.
Just about to take a swim.
Yeah, I can see that. But I didn't bring anything to wear, though we shouldn't let that stop us.
You're also engaged.
Look, if you're saying it would feel more comfortable if I took the ring off.
Zoe.
Within 30 seconds, Zoe has already offered to take her clothes and her ring off. Big yikes. I guess Zoe isn't stopping to think how this makes her look in Zende's eyes as a relationship prospect. How you get him is how you keep him. And really, who wants to buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Stop and think, Zoe. Do you honestly believe that Zende is looking at you now with respect or disgust? Because I'm going to go with the latter.
Yeah, but everything happened so fast with him. I mean, you just came along in the middle of it all, barely any time to think. And then I find out that you sent that text about taking things slow with Carter.
I want to know who held a gun to Zoe's head and told her that she had to move in with Carter and put his ring on her finger. Because I don't recall seeing anything of the kind. Remember that children's story, The Dog and His Reflection? That's Miss Zoe. She already got thrown a nice juicy bone named Carter. But then she saw the Forrester bone and she thinks it's bigger and juicier. So she's going to drop the bone that she already has and go after the Forrester bone and then end up with nothing. Congratulations, Zoe. You played yourself. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.